For this video, I've got something new, something completely different to show you. I'm standing behind these two narrow concrete walls, maybe 3-4 meters high, with hanging plants down them. I feel like I'm more in a Roman atrium than in Bangkok. This is the green lung of Prawet. It's a green space in Prawet, in just a small area, but it's well laid out, well detailed. The entrance, which is barely visible from the road, that's a point I need to make, that when you're driving up, if you're coming up in a grab, you can miss this very easily. It's not well signposted at all. In fact, you just need the GPS location and home right in on that. You sign the visitor's book, it's free to get in. I'm the 4th person to come here today, that's all, and it's Tuesday lunchtime. There's only 3 other people this morning, so very, very quiet. And what they've done here is they've brought all the plants and trees and shrubs from Thailand, planted them all here, and it's known as the green lung of Prawet. And the styling, I absolutely love this. It's very, very quiet, very, very peaceful. No one really comes here at all. So I just want to show you this. I think it's great for families, great for kids to come here. You can chill out, have a peaceful time, and you can also learn about nature as well. So the main feature is the walkway. There's an elevated walkway. It takes you up to an observation tower where you get views of Bangkok. So let me take you over to that and let's go and check that out. So here we have the start of the skywalk that leads us up to the observation tower. But before we get onto that, there's a bit of a map here. There's a lot of information, but again, it's all in Thai here. There's no English. But this map, we can get a pretty good visual idea. And I came in here off the road. I walked along here, walked through this, out into this multi-purpose area just behind me. And I'm here at the start of the skywalk. And you can see the skywalk is zigzagging its way around to the observation tower, which is kind of the centerpiece of this place. So let's get started walking. So let's get up to skywalk, and there's quite a few sets of stairs taking you up and up, raising the height up as you walk. And there's also a lot of boards telling you the different trees and plants. Here we have a small pond with rocks all around it leading to that waterfall. There's a lot of information about the trees, the flora, the fauna here, and they have put some of the Latin names there. So if you know the Latin names, we're not stuck completely with Thai language. And we've got more steps going on. We're gaining quite a lot of height. And here we have all the natural birds we expect to find here. I don't really want to start pronouncing all these names because I'm likely to put my foot in it. But you can see there's quite a lot of birds, local birds, that we can expect to see around here. We can see the observation tower in the distance. That's our target. Again, we've got more plants and trees that we can expect. And we've got CCTV keeping an eye on things. This is a bit of a rush trip because I was in the area, I had a few minutes, I wanted to check this out and bring it to you. But I hear a lot of bird song. So certainly if you've got time and you stop and you're quiet, for sure, you're going to see quite a few different types of birds around here. I've also got to say the skywalk is very well maintained. A lot of these wooden skywalks they build, kind of planks tend to be missing, beams tend to be missing. So this one is in beautiful condition. And this has all been planted with all the different vegetation that you'd find in Thailand. But I don't know all the names, and that's not the focus of this video. I really just want to show you a nice, pleasant, quiet place to come. And I think more, to be honest, for kids, for families. Here we can see the observation tower on our left. I don't want to get into all the details of all the flora and the fauna, because that's not really where my YouTube comes from. And it's kind of nicely designed. It's zigzagging right back on us. And again, more information boards. And here we get to the observation tower, which is like a steel cylindrical building with a cylindrical staircase going around. So let's hit this. And as you can see, there are observation decks as you go up before you get to the top. This is quite a height. We're going round and round and round, and the view is getting better and better. And finally, we are here at the top. And that is quite a view. Just take you for one circular walk around before I start pointing out a few places. I've made it to the top, and it's definitely worth that staircase to come up here, because the first thing before we get into the view, if you look down, you can see all that thick vegetation. You can see all the different types of trees and big plants that are down there, and you can see the walkways that they put through, popping in and out of sight. So very nicely done. Quite a small space, but compactly designed and very well designed. Then if you look at the skyline, you get a really good view of Bangkok, a view that in this part of town you wouldn't get anywhere else apart from here. And you can see all the skyline of the city and quite a few of the famous landmark buildings. If I take you for a walk around, we've actually got an empty space next door, which is really nice, a bit of extra green to add to the whole thing. Then also villages, because this part of town, which is part of town where I live as well, it's dominated by villages, and you can see one here. But right over there you can see Sukhaphiban Airport, and you can see those white triangles that are the roof of the terminal building stretching out, and actually see planes in the distance landing and taking off. So we've got Sukhaphiban Airport, which is a big landmark of this part of town, just over there. And then in the background you can see up into Sukhaphiban and the horizontal line up there, kind of the airport link, the highways. So got it all going on here, and a very good view that I would not expect in this part of town. This place, I think it's kind of for families, for kids, for getting away, getting a bit of peace and quiet, a bit of tranquility in nature. This time I'm walking down the stairwell right at the bottom, below the skywalk, and we can see a lot of the waterways down here. And in fact, we can walk down here, and they've made a very nice walkways using kind of like old railway sleeper style things, and we've got a wooden bridge going over a little stream. It's pretty nice here. And on the other side we've got more walkways going around. So we've got walkways around the perimeter as well, and it's very quiet and very peaceful here. Before we get out of the walkway, we've got this really impressive kind of stone building. I called it concrete before. I'm actually not sure what that is made of, so I won't put my foot into it, say I'm not sure, but it looks really nicely done. And these steps again here, for me it all kind of feels the whole Roman imagery. Then we've got a lake here, and you can see all the hanging plants coming down, kind of like the mangrove swamp style here. Waterfall, very much recreating the Thai jungle. Here's a sign, green roof and a staircase. Let's see where this takes us. And again, we've got these really high-sided, like concrete, almost like sandstone style walls that actually look pretty nice and give that Roman feel again. So you get up to the top, and they've got a big long kind of balcony looking out over that lake and this grassed area down there. And on this side you've got kind of all this intricate glass roof looking down on this stone kind of structure. And here it's getting a little bit overgrown here. There's more seats, and again there's kind of like a nice design here, but the paint is cracking and fading. The plants are kind of overgrowing it. Nature's reclaiming it a little bit. No one really comes here, and I think obviously the idea behind it hasn't really worked, but for me that is a bonus. It's peaceful, it's quiet, and it means the animals and the creatures are undisturbed, and they're going to be less afraid of humans, and you're going to see more. So I kind of like this kind of faded glory stuff. I really like this centerpiece walkway. I think it's great for taking photos. If you're coming here, you want to take photos, you want to put them on Instagram, this is great for doing that. And I noticed the signing in book to tick if you're doing pre-wedding, and I can understand people would want to take photos here as well. Very, very quiet. I'm the only person here today, and it's lunchtime on a Tuesday, and the weather is fairly overcast, so you're not going to get hit by the sun. But I like that bit. This is just a peaceful, chill, quiet place. And like I say, it's open 6 days a week. It's shut on Mondays, so Tuesday to Sunday you can come in here, and it's clean, it's tidy, and there's a lot of security guards here and staff looking after the place. I wouldn't normally show you the toilets in a video, but these toilets here are really open plan, and they feel more like you're in a high-so 5-star hotel. These wooden doors leading in, and then you look at these sinks here standing on plinths individually with all the vegetation behind. We can see the urinals there, and then the toilets here. You've got plants and like a flower bed in there, and then all this bamboo finishing around, so it's really light, really well ventilated. And again, it feels more like something out of a high-end hotel. And when I said there's no amenities here, actually there is free water, so let's try this. We've got paper cups here and get a better grip. So I've actually got free water here as well, so that's not too bad. I'm just going to look right up to the end here, see if I can see anything else of interest. And I like the way they've done these wooden walkways. I said that before, it's kind of nice, the whole railway sleeper style. And you can see everything has been really well and neatly done. And here we have a pathway that takes us round to another gate that is shut today. Again, there's a lot of cool design here, but this is all shut. This place is very quiet. The design has been well thought out. These displays hanging on wires, it kind of got seeds and fruits and nuts and things, and tells you what they are, but it's in Thai. I really do like the way they've designed this in this style. And also this place has won some awards, which are hanging on the wall here. Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design in 2016, something all in Thai language. So that's it. A quick look at this place, show you what's going on, show you the green lung of Prawet. It's great for kids, great for families, I think, great to come and chill out, get some peaceful moments and take some photos. I also want to point out that it's the entrance. It's really not very obvious that there's a big park behind that gate. There's a chicken there. There's kind of a faded sign there with something in Thai, but this, to be honest, looks more like the entrance to someone's house. So when you put it in the GPS, you need to get right to the exact point and look for this here, because it really isn't very obvious. And in the description below, I'll put the information, I'll put the address, I'll put a GPS location, so I won't try and describe all that here. Needless to say, we're about 10 or 12 kilometers from the airport. We're about 12-15 kilometers from On Nut, Sukhaphiban Road, and we're probably about 25 kilometers from the centre of town, kind of like the Siam Paragon Central World kind of area. So to give you an idea, we're not that close to public transport. You've got the airport link, and further over on Srinakaran Road, you've got the monorail now as well. So I'll drop the information down in the description rather than try and tell you and you miss hearing it. I'll drop it there for you. But when you come up, that is not much of an entrance. And in Thailand, usually the entrance, they like to make a huge grand gesture and very ornate and very decorated, but not with this place. So maybe with the whole eco thing, the whole keeping it toned down, that has been their thinking, but it's certainly a little bit strange. I will say, if you come here in the day, you can park right outside. So I parked my car right outside, and there's 2 security guards here who will keep an eye on it, so you're absolutely safe. So we're finished at the entrance, and I'm out of here, and thanks for watching, and I'll bring you another video very soon.